Okay, YouTube. So it's everything PC here. This is the continuation of that video. So we're gonna first off start with what what side you're leaning towards. If you're leaning towards the gaming side, you're gonna want a so you're gonna wanna go a little cheaper on the case and maybe so I'll show you guys my cart here. You're gonna go a little cheaper on the case. So I have a $90 case here, and you're gonna go probably a little cheaper on either on the hard drive maybe. Try to get a little cheaper hard drive, and you might not want a cooler, and that'll probably give you enough money to get a decent graphics card. You can also get a cheaper motherboard. Don't have to spend 115 bucks. And yeah, so you can get yourself a good gaming system too with this $800 budget. So with almost the same configuration. So basically I want to start with what kind of sites I use. I use newegg.ca. That's what it looks like. I use ncix.com and tagdirect.ca. For this build, I'm going to be ordering most of my parts probably if I do order them. I'm not 100% sure if I'm getting them or not. Um, I'm still on the verge of choosing parts and also uh, getting enough money for all the parts. So basically, I'm going to be using NCIX for this build. Hopefully in the near future, maybe by the end of July, I'll be able to buy this stuff and build this PC, and I'll bring you guys some vids on that too. So first of all, you're gonna want Windows 7, and for this build, I didn't order it out. I didn't put it into the NCIX cart because it's 120 bucks here and only 100 on tagdirect.ca. So I have it there for 99, and then the rest of my stuff in here. So let's start with the CPU, the heart of the computer right here. It is an AMD, if it's here, AMD Bulldozer FX 4100 quad core processor, clocked at 3.6 gigahertz, and it's $115 on NTIX and Newegg, so that's good. And it's a decent little processor. It'll crank you pretty high speeds, and it's also the new AM3 Plus socket. So you're gonna need an AM3 Plus motherboard. So we're gonna go to the motherboard now, and for the motherboard on this build, I got an MSI 970A G46. So it's an AM3 Plus, and what I like about this motherboard is it does not have video, which I don't care for because I'm getting a cheap graphics card anyways. I don't know what this does. I'm not 100% sure, but I know this is good because I can plug my what's it called? My Tritons into there if I want to eventually start gaming. And it's got a large number of USBs, 2, 4, 6, 8, 8, 2 being 3. And it's also got my favorite part about it is that it has SATA 3 connectors um, facing the hard drive bay. So there you go. Cable management's perfect on this board. That's why I got it. It's 100 bucks. It's not bad. So next, I'm gonna go back to the cart and I'll show you guys the RAM. So for $58, for 60 bucks, there's the Corsair Vengeance 8 gigabytes 1600 black kit, and it's got good timings 99924. So it's a great product. Corsair makes good memory and good products all around. So yeah. Next, we'll go with the hard drive. It's $100, 1 terabyte Western Digital Caviar Blue, 6 gigabyte per second, 7200 RPM. So it's a fairly good hard drive for, again, they're very expensive. So I want to keep it on the budget. The 100 bucks. You can save on this. You can get this lower. You can also get your better graphics card there. Um, Next, I will show you guys the graphics card I'm using because my motherboard does not have built-in graphics or onboard graphics. I'm getting a cheap little graphics card. It's 35 bucks, and it's got DVI, VGA, and HDMI, and it'll be outputting graphics way better than the integrated graphics on a motherboard. So that's basically all I needed. And yeah, and then by the way, I'll be posting the build in the description, and hopefully I'll be showing you guys a build similar in the future. So the power supply is going to be Antec HCG 620M. So this is a high current gamer series, and it's 620 watt modular power supply, as you can see, and it's on sale now for $80. And this is a part where you don't want to cheap out. You don't want to spend less on this to spend more on your graphics card, because this thing you're gonna need a good one. If you don't want to spend 80, I think there's one for seven. There's a if you can get the Corsair CX model. 620 is a little bit overkill. You don't need 620 for the build I'm making, but I'm gonna be upgrading hopefully soon. So on my graphics card, so I want a little bit of headroom there. Last, I believe. I think that's last. Yeah, last is the. Oh no, second. I'll leave the case for last. Um, I got the CPU cooler. You don't have to get this if you're on a tight budget and you want a game, because this is not a necessity unless you're going to be overclocking really high. But I got it just basically because I'm going to be overclocking anyways, and I just don't want a really loud stock AMD fan. So I got this little $30 fan here, Hyper 212 from Coolermaster, and it's direct touch. So it's pretty decent. I hear there's a lot of good reviews on it. So yeah. And the last thing, my favorite part, is the Antec 1100 um, Super Mid Tower. So this thing is like basically almost a ATX full tower, because it's so ginormous. Like, look at how nice it looks. Come on, guys. It's got it's got the buttons on top. It's got a blue LED fan in the back on the top. It's 200 millimeters, and the bays are pretty nice too. Let's see this. I don't know if you can move this. Anyways, I like the side panel too. It shows the decent parts, not the shitty little hard drive and shit like that. But um, yeah. So I believe this is a fan controller. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know what this is. Anyways, I like it. So yeah, so that's in my cart. And then the last thing, of course, you need is Windows 7. So I'll bring up the calculator here for you guys. And I'll go to my cart. Sorry. Bring up the calculator again. Oh, never mind. So the total here is 609. So 609, I'll put it in 0.18 plus your $100 for Windows 7. You're gonna be left with 709. And if you're in the States, this is perfect for you. You guys have a $700 budget PC, but I'm in Canada, so I got taxed 13%, $801.36. So that's the price. So we came in under budget. Well, a dollar over budget, but I think it's a decent PC here. So yeah, and to show you guys the graphics card I'd get for the budget, I'd go with the Radeon series, since the AMD graphics card, since you are running an AMD processor, and I would go with, let's see, at the top we'll see AMD. So I really like the asus uh, graphics cards, just because they're very nice looking. Um, so let's see. The 6770 is a good buy. So is the oh, what's this? It looks exactly the same almost. Oh, yeah, this one's cheaper. But I'd go with either the 6770, 6850, or 7770, because I'd actually go with the 6850, since it is a better card probably than the 7770. but this one doesn't look too bad. It's got it's dual slot card, so it's gonna get you the games. All those kind of cards are gonna get you the games, get you the gameplay that you want. Um, so yeah, that's basically it. If you go to here, you can see 6850 right here, 129. This is not a bad card either. The Wind Force double fan. So that's gonna get you some good gameplay. It's 140. So that's basically it. Yeah. So I'd say a 6770, 77070, or a 6850 will do you just fine. Especially with this budget range. I know play most of your games pretty well. And yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. This is Everything PC. Hope to show you guys some more videos in the future. Thanks.